No, awesome. Really excited. I just want to get out there. I wanted to play last week. I asked coach if I could play last week, but needed I guess a couple of weeks to get used to the game plan and things like that. But we're in to go this Sunday if I get picked.
There was, of course, a lot of talk about how it happened, how your inclusion in the team happened. Do you have any regrets about how it happened at the last minute?
Oh, I've touched on this subject, I think, back in New Zealand when I first came into the squad, and I guess, for myself, I haven't even, I guess I've just moved on from it, and, obviously there's regrets there, but I've moved forward, and all the boys, I told coach that I wouldn't come into the squad if the boys didn't want me, so they want me to come into the squad, and things are going well, and hopefully the Sunday I get picked and we can start the campaign off to start have a good game against Samoa, start the campaign pretty good.
As you say, there has been a lot of support for your inclusion in the team, especially from the guys here, but what would you say to those people who have been critical of you?
Like I said, I'm not worrying about that. I'm just worrying about hopefully getting picked this week and doing a job on Samoa.
It must have been pretty frustrating, though, some of the criticism you got. But on the other hand,
look what I said. I'm not frustrated. I'm not, anything like that. I'm happy. I'm a happy man. I'm a content man, and I just base all my decisions on how I feel in my heart. And this year we won the competition, so I'm pretty happy about that. And hopefully we can add a World Cup.
What I was going to say is that it must have been pretty awesome to have someone like Liam Neeson coming out and supporting you publicly as well.
I've got a lot of supporters. So.
Sonny, what's it like to be back in the squad after all that? It's been a long time since you played. You look really happy to be part of things again.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's an awesome buzz. Having been out for so long, playing a different sport, coming back in here, and, I probably couldn't have dreamed how well the season has gone, and when I decided that I was going to stay in league for another season, I couldn't think of anything more better than representing my country in a World Cup. So I'm just happy to be here and hopefully be able to put on that black jersey once again this weekend and put on a good performance. So.
Is
what
it
an
a
incredible
motivating
achievement
factor?
it would be to win the Rugby Union World Cup and to go on and to win it again with New Zealand Rugby League.
Yeah, definitely. I think probably 5 years ago to be probably in my wildest dreams I probably couldn't imagine that. But in saying that, just like at the start of this year, there's a lot of hard work to be done, and for myself, I just do what I do and keep it humble, work hard, do all my extras, tick all those boxes, and I just try and gain, first of all, my fellow players, my teammates' respect by doing those things that you don't see on the TV, and then, everything I guess happens above that as a bonus. But this week will be no different. I just try and base my game on hard work.
Have you fitted into the squad quite well since you come back in, and has it not been a problem?
Yeah, I'd like to think so. The boys have played a few practical jokes on me.
Like what?
It was probably well publicised. I'm not scared of snakes, but the boys got me there, and it's just a good feeling being back. I guess it's a bit like being in the All Blacks. You have your pranksters, you have your serious guys, but all around you have a good group of guys, and you become like brothers, and that's why that's why I believe that you get the best out of yourself, out of your team, because you're playing for one another, and I think that's just a unique thing that we have as Kiwis.
With so much focus on you and everyone talking about you and focused on you, how do you go about sort of switching off and staying focused on the job in hand and what you've got to do?
Yeah, it's nothing different. Nothing different. Probably from the start of the season, there was a lot of pressure when I went back to New Zealand. I had everything to lose, nothing, and the pressure was firmly on me. So I guess I kind of thrive in that. But I know what gets the best out of me, and I seem to just be able to push that to one side and focus on all the little things. And I guess it starts with, like I said before, earning my teammates respect through doing, I guess, the hard work that you don't see on TV. Not the flashy stuff. And I know once I do that, then the big plays or the flashy things seem to come off. It's just a flow thing.
What are the main differences between, say, I know you're in England and not New Zealand, but between the build-up to this Rugby League World Cup and the build-up to the All Blacks 2011?
Yeah, it's probably not as big, I guess. I remember after the first game of the Rugby World Cup, going into the media room, and there would have been over 100 cameras and journos and things like that. So it was pretty crazy. Obviously, rugby's a probably much more a bigger sport globally, but competitively, I believe rugby league is a lot tougher. I think just because in rugby I played in the backs with the pretty boys kicking stones out wide, I guess, doing our hair, and in rugby league, I'm in the middle doing the hard yards. So it's a very tough sport, but it's a tough competition.
You've been able to walk around Liverpool sort of fairly unnoticed, because obviously Liverpool's not a rugby town by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. No, I haven't been noticed.
That's been quite an enjoyable thing for you.
Oh, I guess I think it's played up in the media that I'm, I guess, a superstar and things like that. But I guess not really noticed that much everywhere I go, and that and it's probably just the league towns and the rugby towns, I guess.
Sonny, did coach just talk to you about what position or what role they see you playing inside?
Yeah, I think they want me to play halfback just for my kicking game. But I'll probably speak about that in the next couple of days. Nah, I'm not too sure. I just whatever's best for the team. I'll play in the middle. I'll play prop. I'll play on the wing, just as long as I can get in the side. And I think as a team, we've laid the foundations the last couple of weeks. That the biggest thing for us is the little 1%ers, and it's a bit like at the Roosters, what we had a team first mentality. So just like I said before, wherever I can help out, I'm willing to put my hand up.
Is it special for you to play against Samoa, and did you ever consider playing for them at the World Cup?
Oh, you always want to. You're always proud. I'm always proud of being, half Samoan. My father's pretty staunch Samoan, but I grew up in New Zealand, and I consider myself not just a Samoan, but a New Zealander as well. So not vice versa as well. So I'm very proud to represent my country, and it's an honour to have done it, in the 15-man sport as well. So I don't know. I guess go out there and work hard.
You seem extremely happy within yourself as a person. Does that help with your rugby as well when you're on the field?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things I learned from going over, I guess, from the way I left rugby league in the first place was, that life's not all about, sport. Life, you finish at 32, 33, and you've still got your whole life to live. And it was a big learning experience. It was really humbling as well. And I think I've become a better person for it. And now, I'm very content with the man that I see in the mirror. And the way I carry myself, I'm a lot more confident than I was, I guess, when I was a 23-year-old or 22-year-old. So, I like this beautiful young lady pointed out before. I cop a lot of criticism, but I have a lot of support as well. And, I just thrive off that. And when I walk the streets and that, I get a lot of love and a lot of respect. And when I play and I play well, I do it for those people and for my family. So, like you said, I don't know if it shows, but I definitely walk around with a bit of a swagger because I'm happy as a man.
Yeah. Is your faith important to you as well?
Yeah, of course. I definitely wouldn't be the half the man I am today without my faith. There's a lot of, I guess it gets brought up because it's a different religion to a lot of the other boys, but there's a few brothers in there that are into their religion and things like that, but we all come together as one at the end of the day.
Sonny, Colonel Bob Sheridan's labelled Joseph Parker maybe the next R.F.C. Have you got any thoughts of been watching him fight and thinking?
To be honest, not really. I haven't. I've been too busy doing my own thing. But I wish him nothing but the best, nothing but success. And for me in my future, there's the next 3 years in my head is mapped out. And I guess there's not really any time in the next few years for boxing. So maybe after that we'll see what happens.